9th August 2024. Flight 2283 of Vopas Linhas, a local Brazilian airline, was seen falling from the sky in a terrifying manner in various videos. This plane, named ATR 72500, was a Brazilian passenger aircraft which was going from Cascavel to Sao Paulo, but before landing, just a few minutes ago, it became the victim of an accident in which 57 passengers and 4 crew members lost their lives. This was not only Brazil's first dangerous crash since 2011, but it is also considered to be the deadliest in the aviation history of Brazil. See in the video. It can be seen that the plane is falling from the sky in free fall like a cutting kite. After the release of the video, a wave of fear has run among the people belonging to the aviation industry, because no matter what the aircraft is, it can always be free. It cannot come down while falling. The plane always comes down by gliding. Then what was the reason? Investigation has been launched by the authorities regarding this. But what happened a few minutes before the crash that might have been the reason for this accident? Welcome once again in the videos of informative WorldWatch TV videos. ViralVideo is a local airline of Brazil, which covers most of the domestic destinations. They have 8 ATR 72500 aircraft, one of which crashed on August 9th. 2 of the A72 turboprop engines are found, and the number 72 in its name indicates its seating capacity. It was made by the aircraft manufacturer ATR in France and Italy, while Airbus also has a 50% share in this company, which shares its technology with ATR. Shares the ATR 72500 of Flight 2283 was 14 years old, was purchased by Linhas from Pelita Air Service of Indonesia in 2022. As I mentioned earlier, this airline mostly operates only on local destinations. According to flight data records, 9th August, it took off from Sao Paulo at 9:06 a.m. in the morning on August 2024, and its destination was Cascavel, 700 kilometers west. Its trip went smoothly. After 2 hours and 11 minutes, it landed at Cascavel at 11:01 in the morning. The flight had already landed smoothly. It was late as per its scheduled time, and it had to return to Sao Paulo after loading passengers from Cascavel. That is why after unloading, cleaning work was done quickly, and after exactly 41 minutes, it landed from Cascavel. The plane took off to go back to Sao Paulo. A total of 57 passengers and 4 crew members, including the pilot, were present in the plane. 61-year-old Humberto de Campos was the flight captain. 35-year-old Danilo Santos was the first officer. 2 female cab crew were also present from takeoff to the crash. What happened? What was visible on the radar screen? You can also see all this. At 11:58 a.m. local time, Flight 2283 took a left turn as soon as it took off from Cascavel and started maintaining an altitude of 17,000 feet, which is also called cruising altitude. After 23 minutes from takeoff at 12:21 a.m., an altitude of 17,000 feet was maintained. If we go straight from Cascavel to Sao Paulo, there is a huge mountain range in the middle, to avoid which all the ships have to either turn east towards the Pacific Ocean. Flight 2283 also took a slight left turn to bypass this mountain range and then started going straight towards Sao Paulo. According to the radar, the first 1.5 hours was absolutely normal. The approach took place in a manner in which the altitude of the aircraft was around 17,000 feet, and the ground speed was 460 kilometers per hour. Flight 2283 made a sharp left turn and directed its direction towards the city of Campinas, from where it made an approach to Sao Paulo Airport. But it had to land at 1:20 p.m. when it was present over the population in the south of Campinas. Then for the first time its ground speed decreased. Initially it was moving at a speed of 460 kilometers per hour. Suddenly that speed reduced to 159 kilometers per hour. What was its reason is not yet known. But in the next minute, at 1:21 p.m. and 2 seconds, the pilot maintained his ground speed back to 400 kilometers per hour. Till this time, the pilot did not give any kind of information to ATC. No, this was the point from where the plane was to be directed towards Sao Paulo Airport. And we can also see in the radar that the pilot started making the plane turn right, but only after 13 seconds at 1:21 and 15 seconds. When he was turning, suddenly first, the ground speed decreased. And along with it, the vertical speed, for example the speed with which the plane goes down or up, started decreasing. It was seen in the radar that the plane flying at 1,000 feet was moving at 13,000 feet per minute. It started coming down at a speed of 100 kilometers per hour, that too, while rotating in a circle, and during this time, its ground speed, the moving speed reduced from 400 kilometers per hour to 100 kilometers per hour. This whole process took only 1 minute and 14 seconds. In such a short time, the plane fell directly on the ground from 17,000 feet. During this time, the plane was descending at a speed of 180 feet per second, and the pilot probably did not have enough time to even alert the ATC about his situation at the place where the flight took place. The vertical speed started decreasing and there is a distance of only 1.3 kilometers between it and the place where it crashed. All the pilots were given advance information about accumulation of ice at an altitude of 12,000 to 21,000 feet, which is also called SIGMET advisory. That is called significant meteorological information. If ice starts accumulating on the wings of the plane, then it is a matter of great danger. Because due to ice, the aerodynamics of the plane changes, and the air which gives it lift is now reduced. Another issue due to accumulation of ice is that the wings get damaged due to the ailerons and elevators, which are the moving parts of the aircraft. Ice gets stuck between them, and they cannot move. That is, plane will not be able to turn right or left despite the pilot's input. To avoid this, modern aircraft often have an automatic heating system which prevents ice from forming on important parts. There are some aircraft on which a special chemical is sprayed before the flight, which prevents ice from accumulating. Various types of de-icing systems are installed in ATR 72500. It has pneumatic de-icing boots installed on its wings, which remove ice from the air vent. Similarly, de-icing systems are installed in its propellers, windshield, and engine too. And despite all this, if there is a forecast of snow in advance, pilots try to avoid that altitude or place where there is a possibility of snow accumulation, which can lead to a crash. Later, the black box of Flight 2283 has been recovered, and it is expected that the real reason for this crash will be revealed in the coming months. But at the moment, it remains a mystery as to how the plane fell straight down from 17,000 feet. You all will like and share this video of informative WorldWatch TV. Thank you very much for your loving comments. See you in the next great video.